This is Señorita Sabrosura. Welcome back. We're here today to review the new album by Franz Ferdinand, The Human Figure. And I have with me the Shield Dude on a couch. How are you, Hector, first of all?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, how you been? How's everything with the channel?
Well, everything with the channel is good. Uh, is it that bad? Premiered last Sunday, and this Sunday, the Green Man returns to the channel for an episode of Is It That Bad?
Nice. Well, we're here today to talk about one of my most anticipated albums for this year, and it's the Human Figure by Franz Ferdinand. For those who don't know Franz Ferdinand, they're a Scottish rock band and this is their sixth studio album. The last one was back in 2018. uh,
Wow.
this one came on January 10 through Domino Records, and it's the first studio album without the drummer Audrey Tate. With the drummer Audrey Tate, who replaced the original member Thompson in 2021. So they haven't been doing music since 2018, but they have been playing. And I know they released like a greatest hits a couple years ago, and they were touring with the doing the 20th anniversary tour of the debut album. But like I said, this was one of my most anticipated albums for this year. You know me, and you know I like indie rock, and I like all those bands from the early 2000s. Um, and I'm curious about your thoughts about this album, and I'm curious if you have listened to Franz Ferdinand since their debut, or you don't listen to them.
I I gotta be honest. The only song I heard from them is "Take Me Out."
Yeah,
I
their greatest hit.
Other than that, this is that's the only song I remember from them.
Okay. Okay. And what are your thoughts? What were your first thoughts with this album?
Well, the album is short. It's like 30 something minutes.
Yeah.
Uh, my first initial thoughts is that it's okay, it's a mixture of the Beatles worship uh, with some Maroon 5 sprinkled in it and some cheesiness to boot. So those were my initial thoughts.
Okay. Well, for me, I listened first to the singles and I like them, especially Night or Day and Hook. Hook got me hooked. And I thought at first the record was pretty enjoyable. It's nothing groundbreaking, and I thought this album was made for their fans. Like if you're new to the band, I don't think you're gonna convert to them. But if you're an old fan, I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Or
I
if not, they're gonna take you out.
um I think it has some energetic songs and some catchy chorus, and with this album, I felt that they went a lot with their post punk influences, but also with the 80s, with the Roxy music, David Bowie influences too. Um,
Yeah,
it
that's a
also remind me a lot of Paul McCartney. You said Beatles. It remind me of Paul McCartney, like the melodies and the piano, the way they compose. Remind me of Paul McCartney that they might seem simple, the compositions, but they're catchy and they're accessible. They're like very simple.
yeah, I would yeah, I would agree to that. Like I haven't heard a lot of this band. I don't know why. I think I heard maybe I listened to the first album, but I hardly remembered them. But yeah, first listening to it, you I know you love that hook song. Ah, I can't fucking stand that song. You got me hooked. You know, my friend Nick Sino reviewed he reviewed this album on his channel. He did the hook dance, and I'm like, I don't know. It was just, I don't know why
It's a weird song. It's a weird song, but
it reminded me of Maroon 5, but not as atrocious as Maroon 5.
what were your favorite tracks then?
So my favorite tracks, this is the thing with this album. This is an album that I like it more when they have the more like serious compositions to this quirky, dancey stuff that to me was just the cheese factor was just too much. And it was cheese in like too much cheese. So I like the album opener, Audacious. That one has a lot of like Beatlesque like influence to that. I felt a little bit of like Sergeant Pepper with some other Beatles album.
That was the
I
first
like it
single
that
they
they go like, this
released.
is the first riff. What?
Yeah, that was the first single they released.
I like that song. I think it's a good album opener. I like Night or Day. I don't know why it gave me a little bit of the Killers vibes.
Okay.
Uh, and it's more serious. There's more piano. So I like that one. And I liked Build It Up. And the other one I liked was Bar Lonely.
Okay.
I thought that was catchy and it got a good melody. So those four songs I really enjoyed.
Well, the thing with this band, they're not a serious band. You can go to them, and maybe I didn't tell you. You can go to them expecting something serious, like very deep compositions or lyrics. This is just like for fun for me. Like just to dance to like I remember in the early 2000s when they came, like they filled the dance floors and the concerts and the festivals, and for me, they always been that, like something just to have fun, not to take seriously.
So you
I
should have told me, like, dude, you
re-
like the new Bad Bunny record.
and oh, you said Bad Bunny. You know, Bad Bunny put his influences in this last record. His Latin roots with the plena, the bomba,
Yes,
salsa,
there's no
whatever.
Franz Ferdinand on that record.
No, but Franz Ferdinand I like because he put his Greek roots on this record. Uh, there's a
I
song,
know what song you're talking about.
yeah.
Uh,
It, there's a song that he put the
the
oh,
Black
black
Eyelashes.
eyelashes. The band
Mhm.
explores his Greek rebetiko. That's a style of Greek music. I don't think it was well received, that type of music back in the day, but he wanted, and I think it's cool that he included his Greek records. I enjoyed that
That one
song
made me
because it's
hungry.
different. I'm sorry?
That one made me hungry.
Yeah. And I enjoy Audacious too. Uh and the chorus is a nod to David Bowie's song "Oh You Pretty Things" from his Hunky Dory album.
Which one?
Audacious.
Okay.
Audacious, the
The-
chorus is a nod to Bowie, that song "Oh You Pretty Things." You have to be a Bowie connoisseur and know
It
that very.
reminded me of more of like the Beatles, but yeah,
Yeah, well, Bowie and Beatles influence each other too.
yeah.
Um,
They probably did drugs together too.
but I love that song and I enjoy it as a single, but I thought it was weird as an opener. But more weird that it went from Audacious to Everyday Dreamer. The only nitpick I have with this album is the pacing and the place of the songs. Like it goes from Audacious to Everyday Dreamer, that it goes down, and then it goes to the doctor. The Doctor is very
Yeah,
manic, very energetic. It has a lot of synth pop, and this album has a lot of synth pop, and that's the Roxy Music influences.
yeah. I thought that Doctor song sucked. I call the doctor, doctor. I'm like, I'm sick. I'm like, oh God. I couldn't deal with that song.
Hook, I just remind me of that funk that funk brought to this music scene, like very robotic dance trap, very disco stomp, very funky. It's just to dance. You can take it seriously.
I don't know.
Bill,
I
you
got more
said you
Maroon 5.
you said you like build it up. That song remind me of Interpol or Arctic Monkeys, and it's very
Yeah,
old
that one
Franz
was better.
Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Night Day was another favorite of the singles. I thought that was very Aladdin Sane, very energetic glam. Those glam rock at the beginning, like Bowie, Roxy Music, Brian Eno. Uh, it's very catchy, and one thing he said on the song, he admits that he the life will never be easy, so we might just live it up and enjoy it. And there's another song that remind me of the Beach Boys. And Beatles were influenced by the Beach Boys, so everything comes, and it's
Yeah.
Tell Me I Should Stay. It starts like
Oh yeah.
a
Even the
very
name.
dramatic piano, and then the harmonies goes like onto a Beach Boy vibes. It's like very mixed, and it has like this musical theater aspect. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you thought about Cats?
That's another of the very bad songs on this
It
record.
was weird for me. It's not bad. It's just weird.
First of all, I'm a dog person. I prefer dog. I'm like, I hate cats.
Don't
I
say.
don't come at me, but like cats, they're not loving. They're not nice. If they can kill you in your sleep, they would. That's what I think about cats. And I don't know, it was a weird song, and I thought it was gonna be about the greatest musical ever made. Cats.
No.
But it's not about cats, the musical.
No, it's just about like trying to
I'm
tame
joking.
your animal.
Yeah, I'm joking
But
about
one
being the
thing
best
about
musical
cats
ever.
is cats speak you. Cats shows you. You cannot like treat a cat like you treat a dog. They're not. You can tame a cat.
But it sounds something that my daughter would write.
I just thought it was weird. Um, and then it goes to Black Eyelashes that we talk about it is with the Greek influences. I enjoyed that one. And Bar Lonely, it remind me of Cage the Elephant. And it has a lot of Roxy music influences. I don't know if he was like listening to a lot of Roxy music. I discovered Roxy music because it was one of the favorite bands from Gustavo Cerati, and the
Okay.
guitars influenced him a lot. Those 80 glam, and Phil Manzanera influenced a lot of indie rock bands, and so you can see the influences there. And the last one, the Birds. The guitar is very Franz Ferdinand. It's very Ghana 4. But I thought it was a weird end to the album. I like the album, but I will put the
Birds,
songs in a
cats.
I will put
What the fuck?
the songs in other places, like maybe because like I think it drags a little and then it goes like very manic and then it goes down again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie. The album kind of bored me. I
one
gotta be
thing,
I gotta be
like
honest.
as sometimes the songs blended into each other, but I
Yeah.
enjoy it because I'm a Franz Ferdinand fan. And like I said, if you're a Franz Ferdinand fan, you're gonna enjoy it. But if not, maybe I don't think it's like boring. I maybe predictable.
You thought you're gonna be like me.
I thought it was like more of the same Franz Ferdinand. There was nothing like really standing out besides the singles.
Yeah. Which ones were the singles? I didn't know. I listened to
The
it without
singles
paying
were
attention to.
first it came out Audacious, and
Mhm.
then Night or Day. Night or Day is the one I've been listening a lot. And then the last single before the release was Hook.
Yeah, I think Night or Day is the strongest song on the record,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Yeah.
Any other talks about the record?
So yeah, well, my final thoughts on the record. So I don't think they're bad musicians. I'm not gonna go here and say they're bad musicians. I just think Franz Ferdinand is not for me. I don't know. It's like one of those bands that I tried, but it's not, I wouldn't like if this was an episode of my Is It That Bad series, this would be a fun sideways. So there I think the Doctor is atrocious. I can't. The hook song is just so corny. You got me hooked. I don't know.
But
Too
imagine
much
if
disco.
you're a 20-year-old something in a disco listening to that, drinking with your friends, like
Yeah,
having a
20
good
years
time.
old are listening to Bad Bunny right now on the disco.
And apparently
and
you.
and apparently, yes, and me, I'm like, but yeah, I didn't like Hook that much. I The worst song to me, the most weirdest song, obviously, is Cats and Birds. I'm just indifferent to that track. But for me, this album, I think, and I Everyday Dreamer, I was like, it's okay. Uh, so I would say it's an okay album. So are we rating from a 1 to 10?
Yes.
This is a 6.5.
Oh
So
wow.
which is in the that's why it's in the sideways.
Well, like I say, I'm a Franz Ferdinand fan. I enjoy them like just to have fun. Like when you wanna put something in the background or to dance, like not to think a little too much. This will be a good record. So I'll give it like a 7.5. I don't know. I think the more you listen, maybe you can like grow into it. I think it's a grower. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna listen to it anymore this year. But it's also not
And
gonna
one
make my top 10 bad albums
I
of
read
the.
a couple of reviews and it had like mixed reviews. There were people who loved them and there were other people that hate them. And some people thought it was an okay record. And one
Like
thing
me.
I
It's okay.
read is that his voice is getting old. Well, of course, they came out 20 years ago. Um, and I think I like it's at the beginning when all these bands came in the early 2000s, everyone wanted to be the Strokes.
Oh yeah.
And then I think Franz Ferdinand suffered a little bit of that. That they wanted to sound a little bit like the Strokes. And but what I like now is that his voice it's more in the baritone.
I have a question for you. Is his name Franz Ferdinand?
No, no.
I
Uh,
always thought that that was the name of the dude. I didn't.
Oh, I know his last name is um what is it's
It's something else. So who the hell is
Capranos.
Franz
His
Ferdinand?
name is Capranos. I don't know what the where they but
Because
his
I thought
last
that
name
was
is
the dude's
Capranos,
name.
but no, his name is not Franz.
Okay. I just thought because when you put like a band name with like a name, and I thought maybe his name is Franz Ferdinand, like Van Halen, like
Let me see what
Tremonti, but no, there's no Franz Ferdinand.
no
People put in the comments why are they named Franz Ferdinand?
um his name is Alex Capranos. And no one
That's
in
why he named it
no,
Franz Ferdinand because Alex Caprano that doesn't sell records. And
no.
now
And
Alex
not even all the
Caprano.
other past members have Ferdinand or Friends or anything. Bob Hardy, Julian Corey, Dino Bardot, Audrey Tate, Paul Thompson, Nick McCarthy. Yeah, no, none
I'm
of
going
those
to do
names. Franz
a
Ferdinand
deep
sounds cool.
yeah, a deep Google Wikipedia search to
Why is
find
the
out this
band called
mystery.
Franz Ferdinand?
Yeah.
So
I,
I think I enjoy that his voice is like more serious now, but the music is still like fun and danceable. Like I think like most of these bands are coming back with their tour anniversaries. So
Yeah. So we if this was an easy that bad episode, it was saved.
yeah, it's just to have fun, like I say. Well,
Yeah.
want to know what are your thoughts on Franz Ferdinand, The Human Fear? What were your favorite tracks? Did you enjoy it or did you don't like it like Hector?
I thought it was okay.
Let us know in the comments. Um, Anything else you want to add, Hector?
Uh, yes, I still like Take Me Out.
Yeah, that's their and but Take Me Out for me sounds very much like The Strokes.
Yeah.
So
Probably, yeah.
every time I hear "Take Me Out," I'll put them at the Strokes record.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Uh, so people, let us know in the comments what's coming up. You said a new Is It the Bad?
Yes, we this weekend we're doing Killswitch Engage 2009 self-titled because since they're releasing a new album in February. This is an album that had mixed reviews, so we're gonna talk about that one. And it's the return of the Green Man, and also Mark from Metal Never Dies return. So there's two returning guests that haven't been in a while in an episode.
Nice. Well, for me, I'll have a new episode with the Duderino, Sabrosura recommendation vinyls. And remember, I still have a birthday promotion on my webpage. I'm gonna put the details here.
Somewhere on there.
Somewhere over here or and in the description I have a lot of merch handmade necklaces hand painted earrings, coasters, I have tote bags, a little bit of everything. I have things for men's too, so check it out at sabrosuracreativa.com. And we'll hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.